So Kenny, it's the Senators and the Canucks here tonight. The Senators, the only team in the Eastern Conference unbeaten, and tonight they get Captain Erik Karlsson back in the lineup. They've been good without him. What do they have to be with him?
It's amazing, really, when you think 3-0-2 without perhaps, well, the best defenseman in the NHL, one of the best players in the league. I think it's going to be tricky, quite frankly, for them to stick to the fundamentals and systems, because they know that Erik Karlsson is the guy that usually is the guy that takes charge.
Well, exactly, Ken, and you can't help but rely on a guy like him when you have him back, one of the best players in the world, certainly the best defenseman in the National Hockey League. One of the decisions that Guy Boucher has to make, though, is whether he'll go 12 forwards and 6 defensemen. He says one of his defensemen is a little bit banged up. To me, if you've got Erik Karlsson, you don't need 7 defensemen.
It's intriguing. I don't know. I'm not sure about this philosophy of resting a 19-year-old and not playing him Logan Brown. I mean, if he's here, play him and let's see if he can play. I agree with you. I think you got 6 defensemen. You talk to them, they will say a lot of times the company line and say, "Oh yeah, we can manage with 7." They don't want to play with 7. 6 is more the routine, and it makes them more comfortable.
Well, as they open a 5-game homestand here, I'd be remiss, and they come back from a long road trip, I'd be remiss if I didn't ask you about it. It exists. Coming back from a long road trip, that first game at home is tough.
I don't know. It's a funny thing. They should be okay against the Canucks. They are a better team on paper, especially with Karlsson back. But we all know the history. Coming back, long road trip teams tend to struggle.
So it's the Senators and Canucks here tonight at Canadian Tire Centre. For Post Media, I'm Bruce Garrioch with Ken Warren.